American Express has made some pretty staunch changes to its flagship Platinum card. It's left a few people in the community divided on either side, whether they see value in it or it's a problem. We're not going to focus on the card itself and those changes. We're going to actually talk more about what it means for your relationship with American Express or future relationship with American Express, and what it might be signaling about the overall economy going forward at the moment. So American Express, first off, it made about 4 significant, notable changes to its Platinum card, but in particular 2 that we're going to discuss that I want to focus on here. Number 1, the spending limit needed to hit your welcome bonus on the Platinum card has went from 6,000 to 8,000 to get 80,000 American Express points. This is a pretty notable increase. We're talking, probably 33% if my math is correct. That's pretty notable. The next thing they've done is gone from a $175 total authorized user card fee for multiple authorized users on a Platinum card versus now they're upping it to $195 per additional Platinum card. Very notable if you're adding multiple authorized users. Who is this targeted for? What changes was American Express looking to make? We're going to hit through a few big points and work our way out to the bigger point in this video. So American Express, first off, is probably looking to target churners and burners, individuals who are bonus hunters. This isn't going to completely weed them out, but obviously having a higher spend requirement and even trying to play the 2-player mode where you get an authorized user to help you reach these welcome bonuses and accumulate these points. This is going to get deeper in their pockets and possibly be a deterrent for some of them. The next group that this may be partly targeted to is going to be individuals who sells their authorized user spots as trade lines. For those of you who may not be familiar, this is a thing where you can, take your primary card and you can get on certain platforms and sell your additional authorized user spots to other people, complete strangers on a platform who need to build their credit. You don't actually give them the card, but you're usually giving them the credit history attached to the card. And this could be something American Express is looking to target. Next thing they could be focused on in this change is American Express is known for its exclusivity and its luxury. The people that they're catering to, the audience, the demographic they're catering to, privacy, exclusivity, these things are really important to those of us who are American Express members. That being the case, when you are traveling and you're looking at the American Express lounge access, you will notice that it's getting more and more crowded. There's more and more complaints. Even here on YouTube, a lot of people who are in that ecosystem complain a lot about the fact that it's not as exclusive as it used to be when it comes to the travel perks and lounges in particular. So them upping the annual fee, not the annual fee, but yes, the annual fee actually on authorized user cards is a deterrent to try to push out some of the, less desirable card holders from that particular feature set to kind of bring back some of that exclusivity, which is understandable as well. This is what American Express is known for, by the way, especially the Platinum card. That having been said, a couple broader points that I want to cover. Number 1, American Express is refining the clientele that it's looking to reach and serve. By making these changes, American Express still has a ton of value in their banking relationship with them. I'm a major American Express supporter and fan, if you will, and the value they can bring as an overall financial services company is pretty steep. Their credit cards are great for the most part. And even with these increases, it's still worth the relationship for most. But I can tell you right now, it's gonna weed out those who play the game at a lower level. And that's what American Express is likely looking to accomplish. They're looking to, hone in on their higher earners and higher spenders. And they're trying to weed out those who, have gotten in at that lower threshold and don't really have the means or the intentionality to take that relationship as seriously and be as profitable to American Express as some of their intended clientele. The next bigger point I want to bring up, and this is really pretty much the last one, the fact that American Express felt comfortable to make such a sharp increase on their flagship most popular card, or at least most desired card, is pretty pivotal to what calculations and analytics they must have done to feel comfortable to do so. When you stop and think about a for-profit entity like American Express, potentially pushing out thousands and maybe even tens of thousands of Platinum card users, in order to refine down to a base and clientele that they're looking to serve and focus on, you know, and not feel like it's a risk to their overall profit or that it's something they can rebound from, says a lot about how much money is really in the economy right now and how many people that they've analyzed inside of their ecosystem that they feel they currently have with the Platinum card and who they're, you know, the future Platinum card holders that they expect to gain new clientele. For you to up the, you know, ante by 33% on a welcome bonus, and then, I mean, I can't even do the math really on the authorized user part. We're talking about $175 for multiple Platinum cards to $195 per card. Pretty significant increase. For you to feel the confidence to do so says a lot about how much spending is going on in the economy, how much money is going on, how many people are doing well enough to where American Express did not feel like they were going to dent their overall portfolio of clientele. You stop and think about that for a second economically. And then doing this going into very uncertain times. Many of the best analysts out there cannot tell where the economy is going. Some of the best, you know, analysts, companies, institutions are having a hard time determining, having a hard time determining where the economy is going. So with this being the case, American Express has done its own data research and come to the conclusion that it can make this change, refine the card down, give a better experience to its existing users, and still have a healthy enough base of users and new clientele attracted to the card. And you know, it goes against the concept of this recession talk and, you know, the contraction and how consumers are being crushed. I'm sure that's true on several levels. There's a lot of data out there suggesting people are falling behind on all kind of debt. So I understand it's not easy for everybody. That having been said, there's a lot of money flowing right now, and American Express is challenging that narrative that, you know, things are getting so tight and that consumers are getting crushed and people can't afford things by making major shifts on a pretty popular credit card. I want you guys to keep this in mind when you're developing your banking relationships. For number one, because you want to be the ideal customer for your institutions that you're banking with. Please stop taking this for granted. And I'm going to continue to harp on this channel because banks are literally the center hub for you to go from zero to financial abundance. If you can navigate banking relationships effectively, you're 9 out of 10 times going to handle your money on a very responsible level. And you're also going to get access to the resources and tools that banks have to offer that will catapult you and your wealth to brand new heights. Also, the direction of the economy, paying attention to how these companies are moving their psychology and decision-making around product changes and so on and so forth is a direct indicator of what they foresee for the economy. Because again, if there are for-profit entities, there's no incentive for them to make things so hard that they're stunning the growth of their new clientele or losing so many existing clientele. So just keep this in mind as you're planning out your financial plan and your financial strategy to grow your wealth. You're going to need to be paying attention to different indicators and not just the mainstream news when you're coming up to your conclusions. These kind of moves by companies like American Express and other banks and credit unions are very significant. So I wanted to put this on you guys' mind and give you a different perspective that you're not likely going to get anywhere else. And for that reason, to all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. I want you guys to learn more about myself and the channel by starting in the description section, working your way to the about section. Because of this unique content, I want you guys to work on subscribing, liking, and sharing it with somebody that you believe can get value from it. Other than that, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.
This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity Network, a channel dedicated to helping you increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, the proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity.